Hey everybody, I got the finished projects that I was gonna work on in my last video, I believe, or second to last video. I'm not sure, but like yesterday, I uploaded a video where I had like four projects that I was gonna work on, and I'd show you how they came out, and I'm done. Did them all, and I'm finished. First, is this knife. It's so what's it called? It's a Solid Fusion Carpenter 2x4. You can see refinished. Blade is very, very nice and clean now. You can see that. It's very nice finish. You can see the grind marks, really clean now. Cleaned everything, took this thing apart, refinished a few parts. You see that's nice and it's all nice and neat now. The only, I think, still a little bit dirty in here. It looks worse on camera, but it's still got a little bit of dirt in there, and I just couldn't really get that out. It's like ceramic paste or something, so maybe some drywall paste or something like that. But yep, got it finished. You guys can expect the review on this knife in a few days. Really liking the knife for a few things, not everything. Second is this Opinel number 8. So we'll start off with the blade. I refinished the blade. It was kind of rusty and stained. It has some deep scratches in there, and I tried taking those out, but I didn't really take all of them out, so I just gave it a nice clean. So the grinds are almost all in one way, almost all in one direction, and they're nice and neat. Scratch marks or grind marks, and I cleaned up the, what would you call this thing, like a bolster lock? I don't know. You know that open lock? See, it's nice and clean now. And on the blade, I actually messed up a bit, but what happened is I think I'm gonna shave that little corner off. I don't like it, because if you see, you slide your hand into it, you're gonna get cut. So I might grind that off and make it smooth. But you can see the blade actually starts a little bit later. See, it starts, it's like flat right here, and then it starts the blade, and I re-ground the whole blade. It was chipped all up here, so it's a bit shorter now. But it doesn't look like it was modified much. So you got a nice polished edge on there now. And the handle has, I re-sanded the whole handle, so it's really nice now. And you see that grain on the wood, looks really nice. And I put a lacquer, or what do you call it? Yeah, lacquer. And it's pretty sharp. Still needs a little bit of a touch up, but pretty sharp. I guess there still needs a little bit of a touch up. Still very sharp though. And yeah, really nice and clean now. Really nice. This knife, I don't really sharpen it to a razor edge. You can see there. It's not very, it's actually almost not sharp for slicing, but I didn't want to make it razor sharp because one of the features on this knife is a wire stripper, and if you have a very acute edge on there, it's gonna chip, break, and right now it has a really nice and strong edge, you know. So I didn't want to ruin that, and I just sharpened it up. So it's nice and sharp for what it is. Yeah, bites into wood pretty well. But it's not gonna slice the wood, but you know how that is. So let's close that. The only thing about this knife though is that I couldn't. Let's see, trying to. I can flick it open, but I still have up and down play and side to side play that I could not fix without modifying it. So I'm thinking of modifying it later on. You see that little bump inside where the little nest for the lockback or back lock to bite into. It's got like a little bump in there, so that's kind of making it. It's like, yeah, it gives it a lot of blade play. So I'm gonna try and take that off and fix this thing up, make it real sweet. This is one of my favorite things that I did today. It's probably the second favorite. Actually, I really like what I did with everything, but check this out. Is that like beautiful or what? Look at that Zippo. It looks like carbon fiber. I went all the way down to 400 grit, and then I put about just a tiny bit of oil so it's not greasy. I hate when things are greasy. It doesn't feel like it has oil, it feels natural. See that real cool pattern that changes in the light with the with the red peeking out on the edges. You see it's not very thick, but it gives it a whole lot of nice grip. I can't do anything right now. See, I don't know why I should. There we go. Guess I was grabbing it right here. My hands are kind of stiff right now. I'm tired. See, that's a nice. And one of the hardest things to do, other than the pattern, which I got perfect, I think. The first time I ever do an Enzo pattern on anything, like, hold up, I actually have one thing I did do an Enzo pattern on. I'll show you real quick. Hold up. Alright. This thing is the only thing I ever did an Enzo pattern on. This was the first knife related thing I've ever made. And I showed you guys in another video. You can see how horrible that is on both sides. It's just ugly as can be. And this is the only experience I really have doing an Enzo pattern. I was actually really proud of this side when it first came out. But now if you compare it to that, yeah, there's no comparison there. You can see that line. Look at that. That's perfect. I'm probably start selling these in the future. I'm gonna order a few and then make them, and I'll put them for sale probably. I need some money for knife making. I really want to start making my own knives. second thing, or last, not second, but the fourth thing by now, is a super awesome butcher knife that I got as a present or a gift. Look at that, that's just wicked right there. Dexter, Southbridge, Mass. You see that? It's just really nice. On this side, oh, this thing's sharp. Gotta be careful. You see that? MG dash ZK. So, you guys know what that's for. It's gonna be. It's an awesome knife. I really like it. Super thin, super strong though. This thing was hard to grind. And one of the nicest or most elegant pieces on this is the handle. This video really doesn't do it justice. But the handle is absolutely perfect. Look at that grain on the knife. Just look at that grain. Look at the color on the wood. I really like this wood. It's really hard wood. And I reshaped the whole thing. It used to be kind of squared off and bigger. I kind of rounded the whole thing. It's really nice now. I just lacquered it a few minutes ago. But would you look at that? That's just so nice. And it's so comfortable too. And then another thing I did is I rounded that so your hand does happen to slide up, you're not gonna cut yourself. Really wicked. Nice. MGZK. And I'll show you a little bit of cutting action. That thing is sharp. And that's what all the way up, like in the top of the blade. Look how much reach I need. And I wasn't even using my thumb. Let's go down here. That thing bites in deep. Oh, good. Look how clean that cut is, too. Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna let it dry. This thing's ridiculous, I'm telling you. And it still needs a touch up to it, but like I didn't really sharpen it all that much. It takes an edge extremely well. It still has a few little hot spots I need to smooth out, but you can see there. This thing's ready to go. Alright guys, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope you guys liked what I did here today. And please comment below, like the video, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. You want to be seeing more of this type of stuff. And yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.